Welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel is all about cozy mysteries and romance, and today I'm continuing my Spotlighting Cozy series. We're working our way through bed and breakfast, inns, and hotels. We're up to letter H. I think we're going to do H through K today, and then I have some indie books to tell you about as well. It's a great list. Let me know which of these that you're excited about reading, which of these you have read. Anything else that you want to talk about with Cozies down there is the place to do it. On your way down to comment, don't forget to stop and hit that subscription and the notification bell, because that's going to tell you when I put out new videos each and every single week. All right, let's get to it. Spotlighting Cozies, looking at B&Bs, inns, and hotels in 3, 2, 1, go! The first series is the Iris House Bed and Breakfast. Hey, I jumped right into the list. No announcements. I'm sorry, I had to mention it. All right, there really are no announcements. I'm just messing around. All right, anyways, the Iris House Bed and Breakfast series, the first book is called Blooming Murder. It is right here. This is by Jean Hager. This is an older series, but because there's not as many bed and breakfast, inns, and hotels as I thought there might be, I'm going to include it. So this book says, it's a very short synopsis. It says, when one of the first guests to her new B&B is stabbed in the garden, owner Tess Darcy must identify the killer before the early reputation of her inn is ruined. 7 books in that series. I will be checking that out. It takes place in Missouri, which is, I used to live about 10 minutes from St. Louis, Missouri on the Illinois side, so I'm fond of Missouri, and I probably will definitely be checking that out. The next series, I absolutely love this title. The series is called Who Done Him In. In is spelled like an N-I-N-N. The first book is called Snowed In at the Who Done Him Inn. It is right here. This is by Heather Horrocks. It says the main character is Vicki Butler, who is the owner of the Who Done Him Inn. She is a widow, an identical twin, and a single mom. The killer grand opening weekend at her new Who Done Him Inn is all full of fun and games until an unplanned body makes an appearance. That'll do it. With a murder running loose, a young widowed mom, Vicki, is forced to keep her family, guests, and actors safe while searching for clues. Her author guests, also the prime suspects, try their hand at solving this real-life whodunit, in the process hindering the investigation by local law enforcement officers. Things really go downhill when her identical twin Liz shows up, trailed by flamboyant Grandma Ross, who announces she's seeing a boy toy among the suspects. When both a local younger man and an out-of-town news hound start sniffing around the inn, and Vicki realizes she's got more than just a murder to worry about. Can she solve the mystery before the killer strikes again? 3 books in that series. It absolutely sounds hilarious. I'm checking out Grandma. I am there for this series. The next few series I want to talk about are all by Kate Kingsbury. The first series is the Mary Ghost Inn mystery series. Book 1 is called Dead and Breakfast. It's right here. It says the main character is Melanie West, who is a divorcee and co-owner of a bed and breakfast with her grandma Liza on the Oregon coast. Melanie West is getting her life back on track after a messy divorce when her grandmother Liza Harris asks her to open a B&B with her. Together, Liza and Melanie purchase a purportedly haunted mansion on the Oregon coast and jump right into cleaning out the cobwebs. But while attempting to remove wallpaper in an upstairs bedroom, the new B&B owners stumble upon a very real skeleton in their closet. The police suspect the skeleton is that of the wife of the previous owner of the B&B, but no one in town seems to want to say much about her. As the inn owners try to juggle renovations with their own amateur investigations, their grand opening looms closer and closer, and a friendly ghost in their walls starts playing tricks. But it all comes crashing to a halt when a new body is found stabbed to death on the beach below the inn. The victim, chillingly close in resemblance to Melanie herself. It seems someone doesn't appreciate newcomers prying into the small town's past. And now it's up to Melanie and Liza to get to the bottom of these murders to save their business and their lives. 3 books in that series. I am definitely checking that out. Next Karen Kingsbury series is the Pennyfoot Hotel series. The first book is called Room with a Clue. It's right here. It says the main character is Cicely Sinclair, who's a hotel owner in England in 1901 to 1910. Beginning a new series set in a seaside hotel in Edwardian England, Room with a Clue shows that murder never needs a reservation in the Pennyfoot Hotel. Owner Cicely Sinclair runs a smooth hotel, but the death of an offensive snob could kill her business. 21 books in that series. It sounds adorable. I'll probably be checking that one out too. The last series by Karen Kingsbury, it must be a spinoff to the Pennyfoot Hotel. It's all holidays books, but within this series. So the first one is called No Clue at the Inn. It is right here. 2 years after selling the Pennyfoot Hotel to its new owner, who promptly turned it into a country club, Cicely Baxter and her husband returned to Badger's Inn to manage the establishment over the Christmas holidays, only to discover that the previous manager had met a mysterious and untimely death. 9 books in that series. Oh my gosh. I'll be checking that one out too. I think I said that was the last one. I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's one more Kate Kingsbury series. That's a bed and breakfast. Actually, it's an inn. Actually, it's a manor house. I'm sorry. The last series is a manor house. So this series is the World War II Manor House Mystery Series, which sounds really intriguing. The first book is called A Bicycle Built for Murder. I really like that title. It's right here. It says that the main character is Lady Elizabeth, who is a housekeeper. Elizabeth Compton, the lady of Sitting Marsh Manor House, turns sleuth when a rebellious teenage girl is found dead under suspicious circumstances and finds a house full of suspects, including a boyfriend, an American soldier, and a jealous acquaintance, and a mystery set against the backdrop of World War II England. 9 books in that series. That also sounds amazing. All of the Kate Kingsbury books sound really good. I'm going to have to check those out. So the next few that I have are some indie published books. I say that every time, and I hope that I say that only because I'm not finding them on the mainstream websites that I check. So I'm assuming that they're all kind of KU or small indie published books because I find them on things like Cloud Library. They are absolutely fabulous. They deserve way more attention than they get, and that's the reason I want to include them. If they're a mainstream published book, I'm not trying to state them wrong. I guess I shouldn't assume, but that's what I'm going with. All right. So the first one is the Maple Ridge Cozy Mystery Series, which, what a cute name. The first book is called Dead in Breakfast. This is by Paulette Brewster. Here it is. Liz Marsh had just opened her new B&B and was determined to make a success of it. She was more than ready for the simple life now that she was back in her hometown of Maple Ridge, Vermont, where honesty and goodness still mattered. I love it. But when she stumbled over a dead body in her cow barn at milking time, she knew she'd have to take matters into her own hands or else face the prospect of being the number one suspect. Setting aside her fears, and they were real, she had to find a way to get to the bottom of it on her own, and she wasn't so sure the detective was digging deep enough to see the past end of his nose. 2 books in that series. It sounds adorable. I love the location. I'm really going to be checking that one out. The next series is the Vermont Inn Cozy Mystery Series. The first book is called Peril at Pumpkin Hill. This is by Fee Camber. It is right here. Trying to juggle everyday responsibilities along with holiday tasks can be murder. It's Christmas time, and the entire town of Williamsbridge, Vermont, looks like a snowing New England postcard. I am so there for this. The Inn on Pumpkin Hill is booked solid, and it's sure to be a busy season for Eloise Murphy and her mother with all the local festivities that are planned for the holidays. Eloise does her best to juggle her innkeeping duties with her job as a reporter and secret advice columnist at the local newspaper. When a body turns up, she joins forces with her oldest friend to solve a mystery in time for Christmas. 3 books in that series. Sounds adorable. I will definitely be checking it out. The next series is the Haunted Lodge Cozy Mystery Series. The first book is called Time to Kill. Time is spelled like the spice. It is right here. This is by Tegan Mayer. It says, Toni Owens is at a crossroads. Divorced, low on funds, and unhappy where she's at in her life. She decides to buy a lodge in the mountains and start over. When she arrives at her new home, she finds the Grand Lodge is a rundown mess. To make matters worse, she finds the one person she's connected with standing over a dead body on her first full day in town. Now, Toni needs to find a way to clear her new friend of murder while searching for a job and figuring out what to do with the lodge she's pinned her dreams on. Throw in a goofy dog who needs a home, a ghost reluctant to share his space, and a handsome neighbor eager to help her rebuild, and she's got her hands full. Oh my gosh, there are 5 books in that series. It sounds adorable. I'm in. The next one is the Firefly Junction Cozy Mystery. This is by London Lovett. The first book is called Death in the Park. It is right here. With her social life and writing career in tatters at the ripe old age of 35, Sunny Taylor decides to pack up her things and join her sisters, Lana and Emily, in the small town of Firefly Junction. Hoping to open a bed and breakfast, Sunny sets herself to the task of refurbishing the rundown Cider Ridge Inn, a 200-year-old house with a sordid past. In the meantime, she's stuck writing dull human interest stories for the Junction Times. But when Sunny decides to bend the rules on her first newspaper assignment, she soon finds herself in her favorite place, right in the center of a murder investigation. Now, if she can just steer clear of the cocky, irritating, and far too appealing local detective, Brady Jackson. 12 books in that series. It sounds really cute. The next series is the Thousand Islands Doggy in mystery series. The first book is called The Case of the Abandoned Aussie. This is by B.R. Snow. It is right here. It says, Susie Chandler, along with her best friend and business partner, Josie, own and operate the Thousand Islands Doggy Inn, a place that they created to provide dogs with the things they deserve, which is the best of everything. One morning while fishing, they hook a really big one, the dead body of rich candy magnate who owns an island in the area. They also find Chloe, an Australian shepherd puppy, swimming nearby and frantically trying to survive the trauma of being thrown overboard in the middle of the night. A fast-paced and funny mystery unfolds that affectionately focuses on dogs, food, and the natural beauty of the Thousand Islands region, as Susie and Josie embark on a mission to protect Chloe, as well as figure out who killed the candy magnate. And as the list of suspects grows and the victims pile up, they find themselves dealing with a unique cast of characters. 23 books in that series. It sounds great. I'm going to be checking that one out. Animal lovers, you may like that one. So the next one is the Come On In mystery series. Love that title. That is hilarious. It is by Donna B. McNichol. The first book is called Paradise Dawn. It is right here. There is no synopsis. I'm very sorry, but there are 4 books in that series. Check it out. Such a cute title. So the last series today is the Painted Lady Inn mystery series. The first book is called Murder Mansion. It's right here. This is by M.K. Scott. Donna's dream of running a Victorian bed and breakfast is almost a reality. Her lack of innkeeping expertise, a shabby house in dire need of renovation, and lack of money has slowed her down a bit. The murdered man in the upstairs parlor is her biggest obstacle. Less determined people might give up, but not Donna. No killer is going to stop her from serving apple crumb cake to high-paying guests. I like Donna's determination. Her natural skill at the Clue board game, along with the grudging assistance of veteran detective Mark, an overweight puggle, and a chatty octogenarian neighbor should help her sniff out the killer, unless she's snuffed out first. 11 books in that series. It sounds absolutely hilarious. It has an older character, a dog, an inn. I am there. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everyone.